Hello, all you beautiful stars. Courtney here with Stars of the Morning Light, your host and creator. And tonight we have Alex. He specializes in numerology, and we are going to talk about 2023 and your individual years. Of course, we're pre-recording this, but you can always go back and listen to it as many times as you need. So Alex Germain, thank you for joining tonight. I guess because you're the expert, let us have it. What is 2023? Oh, wait, hold on, Alex. Don't do that. I haven't interviewed anybody for the first time in a long time. I've had a lot of repeats. Whenever I interview somebody for the first time, I ask, what is your personal definition of awakening?
My personal definition of awakening, what I'm seeing on this planet is like for when people are starting to question things, seeing that things are not what they've been taught or at school or by parents. They're starting to question things. So for me, when I was 21, before that, I was connecting. I always loved to gather knowledge and watch documentary. And I remember when I was 10, 11, I was watching Unsolved Mystery about aliens and then abduction. Then I came, okay, this abduction happened, taking place, but not much talked about it. And in 2009, I went to study in Holland. I finished my school here, so I went to live in Holland. And there I started connecting the dots. I came across David Icke, Alex Jones, Dolores Cannon, Graham Hancock, a lot of scientists with that they done deep research, and Carrie Cassidy, and there I started like connecting the dots and seeing, okay, this world is not how it's with the Vatican. And I started talking with people about different subjects, and most weren't ready about with the aliens, government working with aliens, for example. And now if I go, that was in 2000. Now if I see now, I see a big difference, because now I see more people asking about things, or doing more research, know about the adrenochrome and the human trafficking that's taking place. That's the biggest business on this planet that's keeping hidden. So I'm seeing a difference of how it was in 2010, and now I'm seeing more people asking question and rising up. So it's visible that there's an awakening happening.
Okay.
And especially this year.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that, because I kind of the same path in a way of getting the information. Back then, a lot of these young kids, they don't understand. We had to go places and talk to people and all this. It wasn't right by us all the time. So it's good. Yeah. So what about 2023? Yeah. We've already done 2 months of it. And
yes.
That January and February was really hard on people. And so what are we supposed to be thinking about, or what should we expect?
Well, yeah, February, why you can imagine why it was a bit hard, because it was a 9 universal month. So a 9 universal is about letting things go that no longer serve you. Maybe things are gonna come up back from the past that you have to face and that you have to let go. Things coming up that you haven't worked on. So that's with the 9, and with the now we're in the 1 universal month. 1, you can expect new beginnings, but we're also in the 7 year. So maybe the 7 is all about self-reflection, knowledge gathering, diving deep in yourself. What's your mission on your planet? What's your desire? Asking question and the environment. environment too, looking at the environment where you are. A lot of people in the year 7 look for solitude. They go to far from people so they can connect with nature and read book and deep dive in themselves, do a meditation, go on a retreat. That's all with the year 7. So for a lot of people, March was like a new beginning feeling, but more in the spirituality part. This year is a high energy year. It's a very high energy year. It's going to be forcing people to go and have a self reflection. What I understand also, people that are not like 8 years, they're going to have a hard time, because I know for sure with the world is this year is pushing you to know there's a creator. So if you're gonna how you say, people that are thinking that is all a coincidence, they're gonna get lessons, hard lessons for them to see there's something more than this life. So for the best is to well, some people gonna get forced onto it. Well, let me tell you, let me read here a bit about the 7. What's the significance of the year 7 numerology? In numerology, the 7 is the most spiritual number. The 7 is the philosopher's seeker. We are in a 7-year cycle. This is a time for spiritual awakening, knowledge gathering, solitude, and inner focus. Yeah, this year there's a lot of people gonna have spiritual awakening.
Oh, Alex, you're breaking up just for a moment. I think you start reading faster. Sometimes when we do, you broke up a little bit. So the year 7.
Yes.
Let's go back to that. That's the all of 2023, ladies and gentlemen. Talking about February for a moment, saying that we had to, a lot of maybe trauma was coming up, things that we had to release to get, which I get that. And March now is new beginnings. Entering, I think it's kind of one of those, now the year really starts, you know, so.
Yeah, it's pushing you. This month is pushing you to do something on it. If it's your past trauma that you've been putting aside, that not working on, this month is pushing you to go forward, to take a step to overcome it. The collective will go a major shift in how we think, see, view things in this world. The sense of spirituality is growing tremendously, and we may shift in philosophy, spiritual belief. A lot of people believe also is going to be challenged this year. Yeah, if you're not people that are not consider themselves spiritual person this year, they may start to explore more into their spirituality, either on purpose or accident, but actually nothing is by accident.
Right.
Let me see. Yeah, and when each month there has a cycles. The month cycles follow the calendar. So January was an 8th month. So an 8th month has to do with money and power, your inner power, your financial state. February was on completion and endings, ending things coming to completion and letting go. And March is the new beginnings and the self. So you're getting new beginnings, focusing on the self. And yeah, there's gonna also people transitioning. And April is a 2. It has to do with partnership and balance, and also intuition, your intuition, follow your intuition. And May is gonna be on communication and self-expression, diving into your creativity and how you express yourself. What I'm giving you is the universal month energy for each month. Wow. And June is a 4, so it has to do with foundation and work. to work on your foundation and your life structure. July is going to be freedom and change. So in July this year in this world, expect a big transformation. Something, I know they're pushing with the alien agenda. So if something has to happen, it will be that month. August is the a 6, so August is a relationship and healing, which a lot of people are going to be needing healing. 6 is responsibility. The 6 number is more the nurturer, service to others number. The 6. So you're a 33-6, right?
Yeah. And my August.
Sorry?
My birthday is in August.
In August too. Okay. Yes.
Actually.
Oh, cool. The 6 has to do with service to, they feel good when helping, serving other people. But one thing I know about is that they a lot of times forget about themselves. And that's the biggest problem. You have to also it has to be a balance and put yourself also first, your health first, and then help others. That's with the 33-6. I know a lot of 33-6. They say it's a rare life path number, but not for me. I encounter a lot of them. And September is going to be the highest. In September is going to be the highest energy of this year. Is September. September is the spirituality and secret calling. So a lot of people are going to have a spiritual awakening in September. Is going to be moving them to do maybe a spiritual practice. I can see this year is a perfect year for people going to ayahuasca or a mushroom ceremony, deep diving in themselves, connecting with nature. You have also the cacao ceremony, which is a light one. You drink the cacao. People have spiritual experience on it. There's some people that have taken ayahuasca and they didn't have nothing. When they done the mushroom ceremony, they got the effect and their connection, the knowing what they needed to go out of it. Ayahuasca gives you what you need, not what you want. So this is the year a lot of people I'm going to see doing that, to get to know themselves and their pet. And October is money and power. So October is 8. But this October is going to be a preview of what's to come next year. Because next year in 2024 is going to be 8 universal year. And 8 is all about the money and power, but also standing in your inner power. So it's going to be for the whole world to stand in their power, and it's going to be 2 ways with the 8. If you're in the 8 years, otherwise you're going to stand in your power, stand in your feet, work on your desire, manifest it, or you're going to step aside, don't work on it, and people are going to walk over you. It's 8 years where you have to become the lion and move forward and just do your thing. And if you don't do that, then people are going to walk over you and you're not going to be able to express yourself. You're going to keep holding yourself back. That's a negative side of it. And
Alex,
November is going to be
may I tell everybody that's listening, at the end, when we kind of get through all of the year, Alex is going to break down like, hey, if these are your numbers, how to calculate your numbers to know what year you're in. And then he's going to kind of go over them again a bit, because I'm letting Alex do his thing, which is I'm loving what I hear. And maybe we'll get into even more broader sense of what he's seeing happening. So when you hear that, guys, know that you can always go back and listen and go, I know he said 8 over here. I know he said this over here. So, roll with that right now, because I'm enjoying it. Go ahead, Alex.
All right. November is going to be the same month as February. November is going to be a 9 universal month, which is completion and ending. So the same energy that was in February is going to come back again in November. And December is going to be 1 month being we have one universal month, which is going to be feel like a breath of fresh air going into 2024.
Right.
So that's the for the whole year, actually, for the month. Now I have here, because we have the how you say, the universal year number, which is each year, and those affect each it affect the whole world. The universal year number, it affects everybody. But you have also the personal year number, which affect you personally. So it's a combination of the year and your personal year number. So the universal year and your personal year number. So for example, this year is a 7 year, the 2003 is a 7 year, and I'm in the 8. So it's a spiritual year, but also I have to work balance on my material stuff and standing in my power. So it's a balance of the 7 and 8, for example. How you can calculate it is your month and day, and plus the current year. So the birthday of your month and day, only those two, and the current year, you add them together and you get a single digit. And that is your personal year number. So it's the month and day and the current year.
Can I repeat that for everyone? Because so I can also understand. I take from my birthday, I take my well, I already said it. So let's say August, so that's 8. My day is 6, so 8, 6 plus 20, 23?
Yes.
Okay. And then that creates the number that I'm kind of living through this year.
Yes, that gives you the current energy you're going to be dealing it in that current year.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody, I hope you caught that. Do the math.
Yes, it is your month and day add to the current year, you get the personal year number. So that's the energy you'll be dealing it at that year. So let's start. I'm going to read each year for the people. Okay, the first, the personal year 1, for people in personal year 1. 2003 is the start of a new chapter for you and is destined to bring plenty of new beginnings in your life. You will be required to start fresh this year in some way, whether it will be a new attitude, moving to a new location, expanding your family, or perhaps starting a new job or relationship. This is the year to bring fresh inspiration and spark independence to do everything you do. The canvas is blank and you are free to paint it whatever colors you call it. Know that you are a powerful co-creator and you have the potential to use this fresh new energy to reset and align your life in a new direction. You may be guided to take some leaps of faith in process to really master the new level of innovation. If doors have closed on you recently, know this year new ones will open. Call in what you desire, as your manifestation potential will be high. The time has come to look forward, not back. That's for the personal year number 1. So that if you're in a 1, your 9-year cycle starts again, new again. So it's a back. Now you're planning for the next 9 years. So what you're going to be doing. So that's with if you're in 1, and when you're going 2, it's more relaxed. 2 is more with partnership. Okay, let me read about 2, number 2. Person year 2. If you're in 2023 in a person year 2, this is a year for you to keep building and climbing. Last year, you have brought many new beginnings and changes, and you are being asked to keep working and nurture and grow all you have planted as you tend to the garden you have carefully sown. You may find that 2023 brings mentors, friends, teachers, even partner your way to help your garden grow. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You are going to need support this year to achieve your goals, to go the extra mile. Stay open, as you never know who will meet or wisdom they will impart. Learning to create trustworthy and solid partnership is also going to be theme for you this year. So if you have been closed off or heavily guarding your heart, you may find no room for these walls in 2023. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's so lovely. This is all so very lovely.
I've done how I come to this. I've done, I go and I ask people their birthday and I do the calculation and I read the information of it. And a lot of times, or every time, it's like, it correlates to what they experience. That's how I'm, okay, there's truth in it. Because everybody I check is giving me. So yeah, the numbers doesn't lie. Same with Vedic astrologer, they read planets and they say planets doesn't lie. Yes, numbers doesn't lie. So,
Right.
Okay, this is the personnel tree. This year for you to speak your truth and work on strengthening your voice. You have the wisdom to share. Sorry, are you in a personally tree, right?
Yes, this was me. So
All right.
I
Yes.
tell the audience
Yeah.
when I knew I was losing my voice. And I knew, okay, I'm gonna have to just go silent. And I knew it had something to do metaphorically, spiritually, with I have to find my voice. But I contacted Alex and I said, Alex, I think there's something more going on here. Can you do my numbers real quick? Because I don't, even though I think it, I want to reach out to other people, you know, and say, hey, what do the numbers say? And you came immediately back, Alex, with that. Number 3, you're going to have to find your voice. And I said, oh,
Yes.
that's going on.
Yeah,
a lot on with me.
It correlates. It correlates. So that's cool. Yeah. This is a year for you. So it counts for you. Personal year. This is a year for you to speak your truth and work on strengthening your voice. You have the wisdom to share. You have a story to tell. And this is the year for you to think about the ways you can offer it to the world. If you have ever wanted to write, speak, or share your wisdom in some way, 2023 is likely to bring you some opportunities. Put yourself out there and know that your voice is key. This is also a good year to start thinking about creating a sense of community for yourself. Even though your social life may have shifted, see if you can find new ways to foster a sense of community and connection with those around you. Perhaps be on the lookout for groups, clubs, online collective, or even volunteering opportunities that you can be part of. Feeling part of a greater whole can bring a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment for you in 2023.
I love it. Alex, can I actually say something? Ladies and gentlemen, I know these numbers are, they are correct. What he's saying. So figure out your math, because I had been struggling, Alex, since last August about the messages that I'm delivering, how I'm delivering it. I kept thinking in my head that I needed to be more gentle so it'd be received by more people. And it was like this inner battle, Alex. And then by February, the divine just said, we're taking your voice away so you can figure this out. And by the last new moon, the full moon, by the last full moon, the one in Virgo, I went through so much that it was very apparent to me, this is my voice. I don't have to be anything other than I am, but I do have a lot to say. And that was the difference, is that I need to start actually sharing much more of what I do know, opposed to trying to figure out how to. Does that make sense?
Yes, you're thinking too much how to just more relaxed, so it just flows out of you, you know. And so
Yeah.
I self how I talk with the people around, I go really fast and a bit rough with them, but that's my technique. Some people you cannot go like that, but I go really fast and rough with them. But that's how I am. That's how I express here, you know. So, but everybody have their own style, you know. Is yeah, just relax, just let it out, let it flow. You know, it's I know in the day and age we are now, you have to worry with uh, this with people feelings and things like that. Feelings, there's something, but no, if you're expressing yourself and you're telling the truth, and you just have to let it go and don't worry how it will affect the feelings. No, just express yourself, and if it's fall, it's fall, but you will get the right people that will understand you and appreciate you for who you self are, how you express, and not that you have to hide yourself for other people, you know. I see a lot of people, for example, here, they are afraid to express themselves because of how other people might think of them, you know. They're based in that fear state, you know.
Yeah.
So just an advice.
Yeah, I love it. I finally got to it because it is different when you're on YouTube, and it's not the same as, so I'm there now. And I do want to say, I also, once that all clicked and I accepted, no, this is me, you know, this is my voice, I started writing again. I hadn't written in years. And so
that's good.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, those numbers do match up to what you personally are going to probably go through. I love it.
Yeah, it correlates. You know, this people also said, yeah, what I come understand, there's different calendar. You have the Chinese has their own calendar. You have the Ethiopian, I think they have their own calendar. There's another one that has their own calendar. But what I've seen with, because I was born with the Gregorian calendar, and it correlates with the numbers. It correlates, so it's, I see, like with the Chinese and the Ethiopian, there's just their perspective of reading it. It's the same, but it's the different. There's just their way of reading it. But in the numbers, for example, the explanation of the numbers are all the same. In the Western numerology, Egyptian numerology, and Eastern numerology, the numbers explanation are all the same. It doesn't matter. All say the same. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool, because I actually get that question a lot, and then I say, I don't know, it's not my thing about numerology and astrology with the Vedic and the this and the that. I bet you most of it's kind of the same. It's a lot all the same. Do you think? Oh, Alex just froze, guys.
There's some. Oh, sorry. Am I there?
We can hear you. Frozen, but we can hear you, darling. So everybody knows Alex is on a little island down there. I don't know if you want to tell people where you are, so it doesn't get the best Wi-Fi, let's say.
Oh yeah. I'm on a little island in Aruba in the Caribbean. Yeah, the Wi-Fi here is not that good. Yeah. I'm sorry, what we were saying again?
I was just agreeing with you that oftentimes, even if it's coming from different areas, either astrology or numerology, it does seem that they are saying a lot of the same stuff.
Oh yes. Yeah. Well, you have the there's two. Yeah, the tropical astrology has some truth in it, but what I understand, the Vedic astrology is more accurate. There was like a person that did a reading for me, and that was like a long things about me by reading the chart, and I never talk with her. So that's how I found, okay, there's truth here, you know, how, because she doesn't know me.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, probably yes, different because you have also the Mayan, and the person that read the Mayan also a bit truth in it of me. There was a lot of truth that resonate. So yeah, there's different perspective of how people read things, and there's truth in every bit of it. You can find a bit of yourself.
Right.
That's for sure. But yeah, with the numbers, it's all the same.
I don't know. We're hearing you well. Your picture. There we go. There's your lovely face. Why don't you continue on with the individual numbers? We're on 4.
Oh yeah. Let me do that. Okay. Personal year 4. This is the year to get disciplined and organized. You will do well when you ground your energy and focus on staying rooted in the present situation. Creating structure and order will also be important for you this year. So if you don't already consider investing in a diary or keeping schedule above your desk, try to create a routine that feels inspiring and easy enough for you to stick with it. Along with creating some structure and stability in your everyday life, you are also being guided to work on your inner feelings of stability and security. Feeling secure and confident in yourself is like a superpower. It is something you will get the opportunity to work on this year. You feel overly insecure or vulnerable at any point this year, bring yourself back to the present and try to ground your energy. See if you can create an action plan or perhaps put some methodical steps or thinking process into place. If you imagine the square, a 4-side shape, it is solid, practical, balanced, and grounded. That is what you are aiming for in 2023. So that's for the personal year 4. Okay. Personal year 5. Okay. This is the year that brings some adventure, excitement, and opportunity to plant some seeds and intention. This is your time to really go after what you want, just to make sure what you want and what you want are pursuing is in alignment with your true self and your higher calling. If you have been feeling stuck or want to connect deeper with your purpose, 2023 may bring some inspiration that helps you to do just that. You may have to make some big decisions this year, and there's a chance you will be called to shake off all that keeps you feeling stuck, but trust that your heart knows the way. Don't be afraid to think outside the box and take some leaps of faith if they cross your path this year. This is considered a lucky and prosperous year for you, and time when you can find greater sense of personal freedom, trust the process, and enjoy the ride. Yeah, in a 5 personal year, expect a lot of changes. So if you're in a personal year 5, there's a lot of changes that's happening. A lot of people travel in a 5 year or move in a 5 years. Also good if you're thinking of moving to another place. 5 years is the perfect year to do it.
Wow. I have to say, Alex, I'm I'm trying to do the math in my head of like all of my loved ones right now to be like, okay, they heard that. So everybody, you have to go back. I'm gonna even go back and listen.
Yeah, it just remember is the day and month, and then the current year, and that's how you calculate to a single number. You add it all together to you get a single number, and that's your personal year number. Each year it change. It runs in a cycle of 9.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. This is the personal year 6. 2023 is a year of radical self-acceptance and clearing any wounds you may be holding around this area. Along with your self-acceptance journey, 2023 may bring the opportunity to soften any heartache and release any pent-up emotion that have felt heavy or burdensome. There is the sense that whatever heavy weight you have been carrying can finally be released and let go. This year will be important for you to pay attention to your overall health and any nagging symptoms in your body may be sending your way. Slow down, tune in, and follow through if something doesn't feel right. You may also have to pay attention to your diet or create a new healthy exercise routine. Also, be mindful of pushing yourself too hard to please others or to fulfill unrealistic expectations. Understand that you are perfect and enough just as you are. We all have flaws, we all have traumas, and while it's great to work with them and dive deeper into understanding them, at some point, we also have to have love, acknowledge, and cherish exactly who we are, wounds and all. So yeah, if you're in a personal year 6, it's devotion to family, friends, people close to you. But if with this year being a 7 is encouraging you also to self-love and work on healing. I've encountered a lot of people, coincidentally, not as coincident, people that are in a year 6 that they have been putting their health on the side, and that's going to come full from this year to them that they have to work on it, otherwise their health is going to go backwards real fast. So this year for people in 6, remember your health is important. It's forcing people to for example, there's a lot of people on pharmaceutical pills, so your body has to recover twice from the pills. So it's pushing people to get off the pills and go more into nature and move your body, work on your body, be one with the mind, with the body, balance the energy. So that's with the 6th year, with the people in 6th year. It's a big year for them.
That's
Yes.
That's big and needed.
Yes, and needed. Now, if you're in a personal year 7, then the energy is double for you. This with people that are like not really aligned, or they're being, most people that are not aligned, not much aligned, that they need double dosage of the energy are in with the universal year number. Okay, this is the personal year 7 for people that are in personal year 7. Your person, oh, am I there?
I can hear you. Yeah, my
Sorry, it's my internet is not.
It's your internet and somebody keeps dinging me and it's going through, and because I was messing with other stuff prior and didn't turn it off.
Oh, okay.
So it's like yours went and my ding came through, and I think it just went whoop.
Lol. That is good.
Now the people with 7 though, I don't know. I'm gonna listen because I don't want to feel bad for them, but I guess it's both good and bad. Maybe the balance of just it's gonna be just a lot.
It's gonna be the energy is double. It's gonna be forcing them to do the spiritual work, do the self-reflection, dive in themselves, go in nature, do knowledge gathering, go learn, learn it. The 7 is also about mostly learning new things, challenging your belief, things that you thought were one way, you go look at it from another perspective, see if you can learn something else. So it's people that are in the 7 year is forcing them to take a look or do extra work on your spiritual awakening. It's a line. Okay, let me see here that your personal year number and the number of the year align, creating abundant harmony. While 2023 brings a lot of growth, this is like to be an auspicious year for you. Everyone you meet is just a mirror. Will be your 2023 mantra. More than ever, you are going to realize that everyone you encounter in your life journey is simply a mirror and reflecting back whatever is going on inside of you. What you see in others exists in you in many different ways throughout the year. You are going to discover the truth. This is not to say you are responsible for the action or behavior of others, but every person that crosses your path has something to teach or show you. If someone is challenging crosses your path this year, is as hard as it may be, see if you can create space to see this person as a teacher, shining a spotlight on something inside of you that deserves to be looked at. 2023 is also a year for great spiritual development for you. However, it seems that a lot of your lessons will be learned through exchanges and experience with others. Partnership may also be highlighted for you in both business and in your personal life. You may find yourself teaming up with someone that helps you push further in your career or making deeper committed to someone you love. So that's with the
Wow.
person year 7.
Now you're an 8, right?
I believe, sorry?
The next one is you. You're an
Yes.
8?
Yeah, this one is mine. I'm in the person year 8. Okay. 2023, personal year 8 brings many opportunities to transform and awaken. Think of the caterpillar turning into a butterfly, as this is the journey you will walk when 8 is your personal year number. You may find you have to let go of things or may have to find things around you crumble in some way, only to be reborn into something bigger and better. While transformation can be painful, it brings huge rewards that always seem to be worth the journey. Along with this incredible transformation energy, transformative energy, you are also have much luck when it comes to your finance. This is a great year for you to think about ways to maximize your wealth and tune into the energy of abundance. Abundance surrounds you now, and you have to get smart with your money and learn to create a healthy relationship with it. You are likely to see huge rewards. This energy of abundance will also help you to step into the power of gratitude, feeling grateful for the many blessings in your life that will help and guide you through the year. So yes, I am in the person year 8, and I'm in the person year 1. I've been working on ideas, business ideas that I want to build here. This and last year I was in a 7 year, so I had very deep reflection on people around me and myself. And prior to that, a 7 year prior to that, I've been working on ideas here. And now this year that I'm at 8 year, now is the time to bring it to fruition, bring it to reality. So this year is a very important year for me, actually. And it's correlating with everything that's going. It's going to be transformative for me this year. So yes,
Oh,
it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I'm excited for you. And because it's a 7 and you're an 8, I'm hearing also that it's going to be beautiful that not only are you going to be able to start more of their business that you want and get that going, but you're not going to lose connection to the spiritual. It's even going to be even more so of you stepping into your power. I'm so excited for you, Alex. Yay.
Yeah, it's a balance of them too. And yeah, gratitude, what I understand, gratitude is very important. And I see money is just abundance, it's just an energy. It's how you use it. Everything is how you use it. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be interesting, yeah, for sure. And this is okay, the last one. This is if for people are in a 9 personal year. This is the year of completion for you. You are wrapping up a cycle and getting ready to enter a new. Before you can start this new beginning, you need to celebrate your journey and just how far you have come. The last 9 years of your life have been challenging, but now things are going to settle and you're going to feel stronger as you move through the last chapter. Like in many books and movies, the last chapter is very happy one where the main character finally receives their rewards and finally get whatever lesson life has thrown their way. This is your year for happy ending and trumpet against all the hurdles and obstacles in life that has brought you. You are reaching the top of the mountain and the view is stunning. Enjoy this year of culmination and completion. You deserve whatever rewards you find this year. So that is very positive, actually, with the 9. But yeah, the 9 is basically wrapping things up and preparing yourself for the. So if you're in a 9 this year, next year you'll be in 1 year. So this year is all about wrapping things up. And the 9 is also a spiritual number. So you're gonna have also a lot of spiritual experiences here. Maybe people are gonna come from the past to come to talk to you, and maybe you're gonna see if they're on your level or not. And it's for you to, okay, to let them go, send them blessings, and continue on your path. Yes, and also things that you see doesn't have benefit for your health also gonna come to you, that you have to face and let go to move to the next year, which you're gonna be in a Persian year 1. You're letting things on the side and setting yourself up for a new energy, new beginning. So
Yeah,
that's with the 9. Yes.
that's amazing. This is amazing. So everyone, go back and listen. And you know what, guys, I haven't decided yet, but maybe I'll try to tag, 1, 2, 3 and put it below so you can just keep listening as well. So Alex, we're supposed to take that information that you just gave us and also apply it to the months that you had talked about and the energy of 2023, the 7.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about how you feel? This is you doing your numbers, your kind of personal take and feelings about what we might be looking at energetically wise, even all of it. What are you thinking that we're going to be presented with in 2023?
Well, in 2023, due to it being a 7 universal year, I can expect, like, there's a lot of truth already coming out. Now I can see it is gonna go mainstream. And like I was watching yesterday, Joni Petrie, she studied Vedic astrology. She was saying today and yesterday had a planet where the planets align. You can expect truth coming out from the government that they've been hiding, deception. So this year, what I can expect this year is more lies that's gonna come through. Maybe they're gonna push more lies, but the truth is gonna come out. And this year is more a spiritual awakening. So people believe it's gonna be challenged. What they have been taught, what they always thought they were one way, now they're gonna find out there's another way. Like for example, today I asked because most of my family are Christian, and I asked them, hey, what do you think about aliens? Do they exist? It's like, no, they don't exist. I'm like, okay. And that's one of the first subjects I've studied. And now I see they're pushing the alien agenda. So
Right.
that's the Project Blue Beam. So they're going to be pushing, that's the next fear stage. Are they going to succeed? No. Because I've seen that we should have been right now, we shouldn't even been here. Like I should have been in the FEMA camp, actually, that's the truth. But the things that hasn't went that far, there was a lot of divine intervention that has happened on this planet in the past and still happening, that is guiding Earth to a certain path, because they wanted to change the timeline to the New Order one, but something changed it. In 2012, I know we should have had a bomb go off in the Olympics. They found the bomb, but it went to go off. I know in the Cold War, America had the nuclear weapons, Russia too. They're aiming at each other, and something came from the sky and disabled all the nuclear facilities. America thought it was Russia, Russia thought it was America, but then they found out it was something else, a higher being. So we are being watched from a higher being watching us. So there's no nuclear war is going to happen. If something nuclear happens, it's going to be fake. It's not going to be a real one, because the other ETs are not going to allow that. Earth is very precious. And what they understand is there's an energy shift is going to happen on this planet not too long. That's why they're pushing all with the fear tactic and the vaccine to tamper with our DNA. Is also another thing what I understand. People that took the jab, I saw energy person was saying that their crown chakra is shut off. They don't have that connection anymore. Well, just because I've lost few family members to it too. Well, I just know what keeps me positive is that, because I know a lot of people are going to lose people, just know you will see them back again. This is not the end. There's a transition. They choose their path. It's a little, but everybody choose their path, and you will see them back again. But yeah, we living in a very interesting time right now, because I know a big change is gonna come. I know in 2023, no, 24, 8th of April. In 2017, there was a lunar eclipse in the US, and in 2024, it's going to be another one, which is going to come from south to southeast. No, yeah, no, south north, west, south north. Yeah, it's going to go. It's going to mark an X. It's going to mark an X in the US.
I know.
And for me, that time the cabal should have fallen. The cabal is fallen. They're getting exposed, actually. So I'm very confident in what's happening and how and another thing, I know God is in control of everything. How with numbers, because I study with the numbers, numerology. There's the way I know God is also behind the angel number, but there's some way that God showed me, oh, I'm here, is to the number 1618. That number 1618 is everywhere. It's in our DNA. Our DNA, the golden ratio. The golden ratio is 1618, or the Fibonacci numbers. Also the Fibonacci number, you have it in plants. It's our DNA. It's in the planets, the Milky Way. All of it is based on that number. They also call it the fingerprint of God. And that's that, hey, I'm in control, because it has teach me to trust God, because I'm a person, I like to be 10 steps in front of people, what's going on. I like to be in front, but God is like 1,000, 1,000,000 steps in front of me. So I have to learn to trust, because she knows what is being done before you know it. So you have to trust the process, although you don't understand it, but you just trust it, because I know a lot of things that should have happened but didn't happen. And yeah, I'm grateful. Gratitude is also a very important energy to have during this time. I have no fear, because fear weakens your immune system. Your immune system is not going to function if you're in a fear state. And they know that. The people in control know that. So whatever happened, no fear.
Yeah, I actually try to tell people, because I believe that that's kind of the scales. Are humans more in love, or are they more in fear? And if we are all over here on fear, well then, yeah, the divine might not do any intervention. The divine might say, yeah, blow them up. You know what I mean? But if we're more in love, then we keep going. We do start to create that new earth. We do start to, humanity taking care of humanity again. That's how I see it. But I agree with you on, there's been beings, you know, you can call them whatever you want to call them, but there's been beings that have definitely stopped things happening to us a lot. They have
Oh yes.
they have come in and stopped a whole bunch of stuff. And for me, them doing that is a representation of us humans were actually in more love than in fear at that moment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's all energy. So they said,
Yes.
oh, let's save these humans. They're doing really great in love right now. Let's not have that happen. And that's how I feel about things. And it comes to trust. It really does. I like how you ended it with that, because that's where pretty much a whole lot of spiritual foundation starts and continues and maintains itself, is trusting.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And also, yeah, in the spiritual world, looks can be deceiving. So you have to go by energy. Energy. Energy doesn't lie. But yes, this year, I know this year is going to be a very high energy year. It's going to be forcing people to take a deep reflection on themselves, because a lot of people don't want to admit, or that because of their ego and pride and all of that is going to be challenged this year. And next year is to be standing in our own power. And 2025 will be a 9 year, and then 2026 will be a 1, where then we should expect the energy shift, but it could start from, well, it will start from 2024 actually, going into those 2020, that year with the crossing in America. That's going to be big. But everything, just remember, everything that's happening is need to happen. It's all divine. It's sadly with the jab also, but with the whole pandemic was all, it speed up the awakening process on this planet. It speeded up. It has shaken people up. And some now you have visible clearly to see who does critical thinking and who doesn't. And what I understand, there's another, well, that's why they're gonna try with another event that is gonna come, but is all needed for the spiritual awakening. So everything that the people, the cabal people are doing is backfiring. Source, Prime Creator is just switching it, using it for awakening of people. So everything that needs to happen was planned that way by Source. For all of it is for the awakening, to speed up the process. Because like Dolores Cannon says, the only thing that's going to keep people from ascending is keeping them in fear. So if you keep them in fear, they cannot ascend.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you're saying, Alex. I think from 2020, we were supposed to let go of a lot of things, you know, especially here in America. America was supposed to let go of a lot of things, and people struggled. And so since then, it's really been that. This is actually all for our benefit, but it's very hard to have people understand that. But you can start seeing it now. People, you know, making decisions and sticking to them for the better good of themselves and their families. You know, all sorts of different ways.
Yes.
No matter whether faith or religion or ideas of what's right or wrong or truth. There's a lot of people that are just standing up for no more. And that starts because they're stepping out of that fear into the awakening. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What was, because also in the past that we're in Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto in Capricorn. The last time we were in Pluto in Capricorn, the American Revolution took place, and then you had the French Revolution. Now we're in Pluto in Capricorn. It started in 2008 when you had the financial crash in the US. And it ends, when it ends 2024. And now what's happening around the world, you're going to see more and more and more this year, especially going next year, is people all over the world is going to be standing up against the government. A revolution is going to take place, but more about the consciousness. People are going to wake up, feel, oh, the government is not really on our side. They're in groups, and collide with groups for the New World Order type thing. And people are going to, oh, and we don't want to work anymore or work for the government. Everything is going to be exposed. That's where we're going now, actually. And just expect more and more protests around the countries around the world. It's going to get more intense. That's another thing, yeah. But it's all have to do with people finally standing in their power and don't taking lies anymore from the government. Government in Latin means the control of the mind, actually. So that's going to come to an ending.
I agree. I think so. Alex, can you talk a little bit about if you gave suggestions, because it is going to be intense energy. Can you maybe give suggestions for all people on how to handle the intensity? Because I think there's going to be more, like some pockets are going to be, when it's intense, it's going to be extremely intense. So what should we do when we notice, oh, this is really heavy, this is really intense? Like what should people do?
Well, don't fall into fear. So the first thing, don't fall into fear. And if you're in an environment where the people or you're getting triggered, is due to the being in a 7, is good to take time for yourself. Maybe you have to be a hermit. The 7 is basically being a hermit, taking time for yourself, reflecting yourself, go into nature, ground, change electrons with your body in the ground, Mother Nature, sit, hug a tree. All of that is going to help with your energy of the body to go through this year better. Maybe try to connect with people on your same level, spiritual level, that you have some person to communicate and express yourself freely without being judged or looked up, oh, this guy is crazy, talking too far. So try to maybe find somebody like that, or just take time for yourself and go into nature. Take a book, write, see what's your desire, what's your heart desire. What do you want to learn? There's something that you want to learn, animal, biology, whatever. What's your feeling? So you can take a book and go journal and learn something to focus on your growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth. There's 4 aspects of the health. So you have the emotional, you have the mental, you have the spiritual, and you have the physical. So those 4 you have to work on to have optimal health. If you're feeling stressful, this year will be perfect year to maybe also take a retreat, but focus on yourself. And if your environment is not good, giving you stress, take time for yourself. That's going to be very helpful this year for a lot of people. Take time for yourself.
Oh, thank you, Alex. Well, sir, I would love to have you back on like towards August, because I have a feeling a lot will happen in the fall, September, October, November, and also to see where you're at with your year 8. I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. Yeah, by that time, I'm 200% sure a lot has happened already. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe in August, we can get back together and compare. Well, Alex was right, guys. This is what everybody's gone through. So then we can kind of discuss moving forward too. Because I know years start in January, but the energy doesn't, so for me, so much I feel is going to happen in like late August, September, into the winter months. That's like, we should maybe return to this conversation before that happens too, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. So yeah, you're right. Because July would be a 5 month, a 5 universal month, and in a 5 month is a lot of changes, transformation take place in a 5 month. So it's something that can happen that's going to change the perspective, spiritual perspective of people in the July going into September, because September is the energy is going to be of the highest. I was born in 87, and 87 was also a spiritual year. It was a 7 universal year. It was called the harmonic convergence in 1987, that a lot of people around the world came together because high energy was coming in. So we're in.
And yes, I will. Yes. Isn't that when we were doing hands across America or hands across the world, and, you know, all sorts of stuff was going on?
Yeah, probably yes. I saw a lot of people around the world. I think you had that too. Singing, doing ritual. It was in July. Yeah, from May, July, August. Yeah, August also till August. Yeah. They were doing people around the world, bringing the energy in. So it was a very high energy year, a spiritual year. They could have seen on satellite that Earth was also getting hit with high energy. So this is what it's going to be like this year, actually. And the peak of it is going to be in September. So, but prior to that, I can expect a lot of something is going to come out that's people going to have already a spiritual awakening, maybe something about the church. Because I self was an alcoholic boy, altar boy, but alcoholic for 10 years. I had good experience there. But when I went to Holland, I saw that the Vatican are hiding a lot of things for the boys that are mistreated there. And they're paying people to not talk about it. And a lot of people don't know that. So those are the things that need to come. It will come in the mainstream and will shock a lot of people what they're actually doing there.
Okay.
So,
Now that kind of stuff will hit people hard. If
yes.
they don't, even if they don't, that a lot of that stuff is going to hit a lot of people hard. Okay. Well, so everybody out there that's listening, take that information as you will. I took that as, okay, I'm just going to be patient and compassionate with others when they're kind of their whole belief system's going to drop in a way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cause that's what for me.
Yes. People believe. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, cause when that happens to somebody, it's traumatic.
Yes.
So
yes.
I'm the type of person that I'll just be there waiting for whatever they need. Do you need to talk it out? Do you need to express whatever it is, because that's really traumatic for people.
Yeah, that's the thing I think we're gonna be doing is maybe with the people around us, a lot of gonna need the guidance. So I think that's one of the reasons. Also with the ETs, a lot of people don't even think there's ET, that we're alone here, but there's higher beings there, but that one, there's many, and we're being visited from a long time already. So yes, the ETs thing is gonna come out. Sir?
Do you think that with the ET stuff, the aliens, I think there's the non-believers, I think there's those that believe, and then I think there's those that, oh, something just happened. Oh, sorry, guys. Are you there, Alex?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I had to undo my phone from this, but anyways, I believe that there's those who believe, those who don't believe. And then I believe there's those that believe, but they think all aliens are bad. Period.
Yes, that's right. They say all of them are the devil or something like that, which is not true. We're being assisted from a long time already, from different type of beings, but you have also the bad ones here that are working with some of the government. I know Credo Mutwa, the Zulu shaman, he talked about the reptilian in Africa, which they call them the Chitahuri. There's also other tribes that talk about the reptilian beings. You have ant beings, you have crocodile beings, you have iguana beings, you have spider beings, you have insectoid. I've went deep in it, and there's so many beings out there. But the ones that are on this planet, yeah, well, it's the insectoids and the spider beings and the reptilian beings. The reptilian, the ones we're dealing with, but what I understand, the reptilians got a bit, the Draco reptilians got warning that they need to leave because their agenda is coming to an end. And some of them has leave, and some of them decided to stay. They're gonna go till the end. So that's their own choice. But yeah, that's also going to be revealed. There's a lot of, yeah, it's going to be like maybe the movie They Live, when the frequency go down, and then you're going to sitting in a place and you're going to see the person besides you is not a human. It's something else. Because it's they have a frequency on them that they implement that you don't see who they are. They come out as human, but they are not, you know. We're really not alone on
Are you afraid?
There's a lot of.
I'm not afraid. I shouldn't say I'm afraid. That's a bad word to use. But I'm a little bit worried that those three different groups of people, those that don't believe, those who believe, but those who think that they're all bad, that those ones are going to start arguing. All three sides are going to start arguing to the point that nobody's going to know which end is up. That the truth is not really going to be revealed. Or I might be wrong, but the arguing amongst them is already
it's already started. I don't know if it's already started, but we're gonna be knowing when, because they're planning also with a fake alien invasion and the fake Messiah. I think that's I don't know if they're gonna succeed with that, but a lot of people will maybe fall onto that trap. Discerning,
I'm also
with energy, be discerning.
Yeah, on my channel, I've kind of brought that up. Not so much Messiah, but maybe false prophets, those saviors that come out of their caves out of nowhere. I've been trying to warn people because I see that happening more towards that late summer into fall. And I've been trying to tell people, you have to have discernment. You know, I'm a little bit, because we already have a lot of spiritual leaders that are, you know, their agendas are not good.
Yes, I've encountered that, a lot of yogis or spiritual teachers that are compromised. Yes, that's all the things we're going to be dealing with. It's exciting. It's not easy. This earth lesson, it's not easy, but we live in a very exciting time. And yeah, everybody choose their path, and sadly them choose their path, and they're going to go another path apparently. You have also, what I understand, the Galactic Federation of Light. That also has been infiltrated by the bad ones. So, but I still, I have faith, and I'm hopeful. I trust God. God is more powerful than any one of them, the bad ones. So I just know we're gonna have it. It's like this already happened for me. We're just playing it out. We're just playing. We already won the battle. We're just playing it out right now. That's how I feel.
Like that. So trust, everybody. Trust, trust, trust.
Yeah, trust, pray, connect, ask, talk to with God. You can talk, pray. Pray helps a lot, and be grateful for what you have. That will open doors for other things. And ask for guidance, and you will get it for sure. You know,
yeah.
try to get your connection with you and God. You know, yourself. And that's
Definitely.
it.
I agree, Alex. Oh, this has been so much fun. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
love
Thank
it.
you.
I will definitely, we should stay in touch regardless if we're recording or not. Do you want people to follow you anywhere? Go to any place that they should know to come together with Alex Germain?
Oh yeah, that's yeah, Jeremy, yeah, is actually Herman is Dutch, but I can share
Oh,
you my YouTube channel, and if you want, you can put it in your
wait,
description, because I have lost my YouTube channel like 7 times, so I had to start up back again. So I
oh,
can share that. Yeah.
okay. Well, send it to me and I'll put it below. Wait, your last name is, how do you pronounce your last name?
Herman.
German. And it's, did you say it was Dutch?
Yeah, it's Dutch. It's Dutch.
Okay.
I'm half Dutch, half Peruvian, you can say.
Okay. My dad's side was Dutch.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, I get it. So I'm sorry that I might have pronounced that wrong. I was just doing my thing, but
No,
here,
it's cool.
yeah,
They
yeah,
say Germain. It's like the Saint Germain. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Which yeah, either way, it's great. It's a great name. I was going with the more the Jermaine way, but that's awesome. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, a mix. Yeah. Yeah, next time we can talk more deep, and we can talk also a bit the history. But yeah, of also with Aruba, because Aruba was known as the island of the giants.
Yeah.
Here you had also Native American that were 9 feet tall, and the difference is, what I understand, they had 5 fingers, compared to the other ones that had 6. So yeah, I just expect a lot of truth coming out. Like for example, in the Bermuda Triangle, there's in the Bermuda Triangle, there's an underwater pyramid, crystal pyramid, and they haven't and that hasn't went mainstream. I've talked with a person that went to Antarctica. He was in the Special Force of Australia, and he told me they saw castle, big cave, and pyramid in Antarctica. So there's a lot are gonna come out this year. So it's gonna be a very exciting year. Don't fall into fear. Keep working on yourself, and all is gonna be well.
Yeah, definitely exciting. And I saying working on yourself, Alex. Yeah, definitely exciting. A lot happening, a lot being out there. So let us not lose ourselves in it too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, my dear, you have a wonderful night. I will sound off. Is there anything left you want to leave the people with?
Yeah, I just want to say, yeah, I give information about the personal number. So it's your month and day, and then the current year, and then you can know your personal year number, and that's the energy you're going to be working this year. And whatever is happening on this planet right now, this year, which is going to be a high energy year, just focus on yourself, name time for yourself, look in your heart, what's the desire, do meditation, a spiritual practice, everything to get your energy up, because the energy of the earth is going to go up, so you have to raise our energy to keep up with it. So that's what I can say. No fear, and just know everything is divine. That's
Excellent. Excellent. Love it. Well, Alex, thank you so much for sharing all of your wonderful knowledge. I'm sure the chat's going crazy talking, and I'm sure everybody had a great night tonight. So keep the vibes up, everyone. Definitely. Thank you, sir. Thank you for helping us understand better.
You're welcome. Still,
Yes.
yeah, next time maybe we'll talk in August or July. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be good.
definitely. And all of you beautiful stars, you keep shining. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Take care.